Without wasting your time, we are going to share top 5 best electric scooter lock. The product links are in the description and in first comment. The number 5 on the list is Denoka Bike U-Lock. Denoka Bike U-Lock I have held off on buying a unlock because I have 2 water bottlism holders mounted on my frame for long bike rides, and most U-Locks have to be mounted on the frame. This mounts on the seat post and can be installed in a matter of a couple minutes with just a screwdriver. I have a small saddle bag on the back of my seat and no issues securing both the U-Lock and the small bag. The cable is nice as well if you live in a city that isn't very biker friendly like mine and doesn't have bike racks to mount it to. The lock is too small to go around a street light post, and the cable is long enough to use to mount a street post if there is no bike racks nearby. The cable is also nice for added security if you run it through the wheels and attach it to the U-Lock when locking the frame to the bike rack. I also own a scooter, and if you can find a bike rack, this works great for securing the scooter by putting the lock behind the front wheel in the frame, and if no bike racks, then I wrap the cable around a street post and put the U-Lock in the front wheel of the scooter and secure the cable that way with the seat mount. If you have a bike rack on the back, the lock will extend past the rack by about a half inch, but that isn't a big deal. I have a small saddle bag on the back of my bike C10 with that, and the U-Lock there is no room for the cable, and I get around that by having a bungee cord on my bike rack and securing the cable that way, and if I need to use the rack, I'll just throw the cable in the bag. The lock works good. The U-bolt could be longer, but that is what it is, and I knew it before buying. As for security, not sure how easy it is to cut, but like they said, a lock is just a device to keep honest people honest. When a riff-raff wants to rip you off, it takes a lot to guard against it. This product is exactly what you need to lock up your bike or scooter fast. I got the larger one because you never know when you're with a friend, you may need to lock theirs up to or lock up to a bigger pole. Super easy to use, but if it gets wet it does rust, and when drops on the ground, hard damages the rubber easily. This product didn't work as I had hoped. It was sturdy and had a comfortable silicone feel, and I liked the look, but the key and lock setup is cheap in my opinion. After one use, the lock was inconsistent to accept the key. I tried multiple times and waited a few hours to try again and tried multiple ways. After getting frustrated, I left my bike where it was for another week. I had my father look at it when he was visiting, and he tried it and agreed that it wasn't a great lock. I decided to return this item because although we were able to get the lock off, I don't want to get stranded not being able to unlock my bike somewhere. It's worth it to me to pay a little more for a better lock. With that in mind, the number 4 on the list is Titenker Bike Lock. Titenker Bike Lock style black chain, feet verified purchase. This is a great chain, but the plastic housing is evidently very cheaply made. That's fine with me, so I'm not taking any stars away for it because the price is sufficient. Just want to make it clear that this should not be your only choice of security because it is not made with the best plastic material they could have chose and appears that it could be easily broken with a hammer. I just use it with a cover for my motorcycle and as a deterrent, so it's one more inconvenience for someone looking for an easy target, but I'm not expecting it to protect my bike from theft if left out too long. This lock works well, but even the smallest one is quite heavy and bulky. Wanted a lock for my kids to take to school. They can use them, but it is heavy for them to carry in the back. Packed lock is a great lock. I've been using it for a while now and it has held up without any rips or problems. The only downside is it is bulky and does add a decent amount of weight to your backpack, because trust me, you can't keep this wrapped around the bike frames too and from. Otherwise we are happy. Does what it is intended to do. The number 3 on the list, disc lock alarm. Disc lock alarm. When ordering this product, I did not expect it to be much after reading some of the reviews, but upon receiving this product, I realized that those negative reviews were wrong. This is actually a very good product and very well made. In one review I read, the person said that the product was too flimsy. Well, he couldn't be more wrong. It is strong, tough, and does, like they say, putsa. When ordering this product, I did not expect it to be much after reading some of the reviews, but upon receiving this product I realized that those negative reviews were wrong. This is actually a very good product and very well made. In one review I read, the person said that the product was too flimsy. Well, he couldn't be more wrong. It is strong, tough, and does, like they say, puts a very strong lock on your disc brakes, and for something that seems small, it has a very good alarm at. It sounds higher than that for me. This is a very good product and I plan on buying a second one for the other wheel. Look, any intelligent person knows a good deterrent is a good security system, so have a good luck good alarm system and make it annoying and a hassle for a thief, because the first thing they look for are the easy target for and change. It's absolutely worth it because no thief wants to hang around too long to take something. The number 2 on the list, Master Lock Street Cuff. Master Lock Street Cuff. I love this thing. I use it to secure my zero turn to a large tractor blade. The cuff fits easily around the frame of the mower. I imagine it could be easily cut, but it provides a great level of security against the thief that just happens by. There isn't much that will stop someone that comes prepared. This lock is the fastest version to lock your bike without it having to be heavy or needing an additional padlock to carry around. Yes, it can be cut off, not like a padlock, easier freezing off like a cable lock or D-lock, which can be twisted off by turning the bike and popping it. As far as the key, I have never had it get stuck. I lubricate the mechanism and keep it clean when you store it outside, especially during winter or rain, and in racks that are under trees or subject to debris. Yes, I live where bikes get stolen a lot. Leaving your bike outside overnight period, it will be messed with. I bring it in at home. Yes, carry it up. Going out, I park in racks, but not in the ones that don't have a lot of foot traffic, or park near the attendant and just say hi to them. Let them see me and my bike. I know how boring that job is, and a compliment and smile go a long way. The number 1 on the list is Ushik Bike Combination U-Lock. Ushik Bike Combination U-Lock. Davis, they say the bigger the lock the more expensive the bike. There's a bit of truth to this, but the size of the lock is less important and more about the functionality of the lock. There are dozens of different bike locks on the market, and this article will help you filter through and find the best bike locks and make your purchasing decision a little bit easier. They say the bigger the lock, the more expensive the bike. There's a bit of truth to this, but the size of the lock is less important and more about the functionality of the lock. There are dozens of different bike locks on the market, and this article will help you filter through and find the best bike locks and make your purchasing decision a little bit easier. The Ushik bike lock made our list of best bike locks because of its simplicity and the mounting bracket that is also included. This lock is a 4-digit combination lock that is easily customizable and doesn't require keeping up with a key. The mounting bracket that comes with this lock is easy to install to the bike's tubing or seat. This lock is also not bicycle specific, meaning the user can place the lock on other sporting equipment to keep it safe as well. The lock totals 4 feet in length and has a vinyl flexible outer coating.